Hey LeBron, that third quarter, you had all four of your blocks and held Houston to 18 points. Just wondered what you saw at halftime, if you looked at anything, or how you adapted to that small lineup with keeping it to five, and what you took upon yourself on that side of the floor.
Obviously, we knew we didn't play to our capability in that first half. We allowed too many straight line drives. We allowed some threes. We had some breakdowns that we didn't have in game two. We was able to come to the locker room, watch some film, see ways we can clean it up, and was able to turn the game around in the third quarter from our defense. And that's what we hang our hats on. Since training camp, Coach Vogel and the coaching staff came in and said we want to be one of the best defensive teams, if not the best in the league. And it starts. That's where it starts at for us. When we get stops, we're able to get out and run and capitalize. And in the third quarter, we was able to do that.
Rondo told us on the Spectrum walk-off that he doesn't necessarily buy into the playoff Rondo thing that we talked about. I wonder where you stand on it, especially after these last two games in which it seems like he's really played a major role in turning things around for you.
Listen, at the end of the day, whatever makes Doe, continue to play like he's playing, then, I don't buy into it then either. But he's been exceptional these last two games. Obviously, that first game he hadn't played in a while, so it was a fill-out game for him, just like the rest of us. But these last two games is everything that we've imagined being in the postseason. And for me, being in the playoffs and being on the opposing side of him for so many years, I knew what he's capable of, especially in the postseason against those battles. So to now be on the same side as him and seeing, it coming together for the both of us and for our team, it's perfect.
Hey LeBron, it's Dave. Mike just mentioned those blocks you had tonight. You have 8 in the series so far. In the past, you said sometimes a bucket is more than a bucket. Can a block be more than a block? And what kind of impact does that have on your guys' success when you're able to protect the rim like that?
I'm just trying to be in the right position. Houston spreads your team out because they have 5 shooters on the floor at one time and they have so many attackers. So you have to be in the help side position. You can't be late or they make you pay for it. So, for me to be able to, protect the rim or just be there early and be able to get blocks that doesn't go out of bounds. Some of them does go out of bounds, but a couple of them tonight was able to keep in the play and was able to get out on the run. So good momentum plays for us, especially in that third quarter when we were kind of going back and forth. But, just trying to be in the right time, in the right place, and see what I can do. And I was able to be there for a few of them.
Brett? I guess I'm going to stick with the blocking thing, LeBron. You had the 4 blocks. In your career, you've had a lot of records, but I was told that's the first time you've had 4 blocks in a quarter in your career. And what does that mean to you, that you just keep climbing this mountain, doing these incredible things?
I just try to take care of my body and also, commit, to the film. Put myself in the right position, understanding plays that happen before they happen sometimes and trying to not be late. But like I said, throughout the day, preparing my mind, preparing my body for whatever happens. And my teammates do a good job of, staying in front of the ball at times. And if they're able to get beat a little bit, I'm able to protect them. I don't know. Like you said, I've never had a quarter before where I had 4 blocks in it. So, they always say it's the first time for everything, and tonight was one of them.
Yeah, LeBron, speaking of milestones, you got your 162nd career playoff win tonight, now becoming the player with the most playoff wins in NBA history. I know sometimes these moments don't sink in right away, but have you taken a second to think about just sort of what that means?
No, not really. I haven't had an opportunity to kind of let it sink in or even think about it. I'm already kind of preparing for Game 4. But when I hear it, it's just to know the history of the game. From growing up as a kid, watching the NBA playoffs, seeing so many dominant players, so many dominant franchises, seeing who was victorious out there, during a lot of series, and to know that I sit at the top of the most wins for any individual. It's very humbling, and it's something I never dreamed of. I never came into the league or as a kid saying I want to be number 1 in playoff wins. I've always said I wanted to be a part of a winning culture and be a winning player and do whatever it takes to help my teammates win. And this is the result of it, but it doesn't happen without, my teammates over the years, my coaching staff over the years, everyone from the top to bottom, GMs, owners, training staffs, ball boys, everything. Everyone has a hand in that because we're all a part of the process and the success. So either if I was in Cleveland or Miami, and now with the Lakers, I've been a part of 3 great organizations that has allowed me to be a part of something that's historic.
Allie? Okay, Tanya, Ganguli?
When you have people that you can trust and be in the foxhole with you, from not only a basketball aspect but from a cerebral aspect. The postseason is about making adjustments from game to game and also being able to make adjustments on the fly because things happen in real time that it's easy to be, I always say, like a Monday morning quarterback. It's easy to go and watch the film on Monday after you play Sunday and be able to look at the defender playing over the top and say I shouldn't have passed it there, or the linebacker dropping back in zone and say I shouldn't have thrown a comeback route, things of that nature. It's easy to kind of do that, and that's needed though. You definitely need that, but being able to make adjustments on the fly and being able to see how defenses is playing and seeing how the game is being played and seeing how the flow of the game is being played. There's not many guys that can do that in our league, and in the postseason is gigantic, and having Doe on your side definitely helps.
Kyle, you?
I would just say I'm in a better rhythm. I don't want to say that as far as physically, I am where I would love to be because of some things that just being here in the bubble that's uncontrollable, some things we can't control. But I think from a rhythm standpoint, I am where I would like to be, but I want to continue that. And it's all about just playing basketball efficiently, and being effective out on the floor in my minutes and doing whatever, like I said, whatever it takes to try to help our team win. And I've always been a winning player, and that's what all that matters to me.
Mark Medina?
LeBron, to your point about taking care of your body and your mind, do you think it's what day-to-day is what it takes to be disciplined and so that people have
Well, I want to tell you exactly what I do because I'll be giving my opponents my ingredients. But let's just say that my wife is not enjoying what I do on a day-to-day basis inside the bubble, getting ready for a game. Let's just say that. Spend a lot of time on my body for sure.
Okay, I think Tanisha has 1 or 2 more.
Last question, Bill Oram.
Hey LeBron, it's been established here that you're doing things in year 17 in the playoffs that you've never done before with blocks, Rondo, obviously taking it to another level. Can you describe what it is for guys who've been around as long as you two have, who've been in these situations before, who love the competition, what it is about the setting and the stakes that allows you guys to find a different level?
One, we don't know how many opportunities we're going to get at this level. 2, our league kind of tries to weed guys like us in our later years out of the league, and you see it a lot. Guys in their 30s, mid 30s, they kind of try to stray away from the vets and things of that nature. So we take that's a little pride as well. And then 3, some people is built for this moment, and some people are not. And I just think that when you've been in the process and you've been building your mind and your body and your soul for the postseason, no matter the circumstances, no matter the environment, then you're able to rise. Now, that doesn't always mean that you're going to play well. That doesn't mean you're going to win. But you can leave the game, and sleep okay at night if you lose. And I say great because you can never sleep great at night when you lose. I don't even sleep great when we win because I always feel like you can do things, better and better and better. So, but at the end of the day, it's just, that pride factor from understanding that, our league has kind of, tried to get away from the vets and and then just living in the moment. You don't have that many, the opportunities, to be a part of a great team, to be a part of great teammates. You don't know what can happen, from year to year. So you just try to make the most of it.